I got news, and I got good news, and I'm excited.
Okay.
We're getting some hockey back.
Hockey?
Hockey is coming back.
Oh, yeah, when?
It's well, we're projected to be back in the first week of July, but we also need to give these guys a couple training weeks and training camp together and whatnot. So what they're going to do is...
You're going to allow them to camp together?
I'm going to explain all that. What they're going to do is there's no set start date for when the exact return of play is, but they can start practicing, and it is an optional situation. So if
you can opt out.
The players don't want to do workouts with the team, they don't have to. They can still do it individually or whatever. But from what I'm gathering here is there's going to be 2 hub cities, one for the Eastern Conference games and one for the Western Conference games.
Okay.
So no one's going to play in their homes.
What cities are these?
The cities that are going to be considered are Chicago, Columbus, Dallas, Edmonton, Las Vegas, Los Angeles, which I think is a mistake, Minneapolis, St. Paul, Pittsburgh, Toronto, and Vancouver would be the options
I
for...
thought that Disney World was on there.
Disney is probably going to take the NBA.
Oh.
So...
And then what about, what do they mean by that? Like LA? LA is like rampant with COVID.
I know, that's what I'm saying. And based upon what we just heard, Toronto, Ontario, same concept.
PPE.
Yeah, why would you want to go? Yeah. But what they're gonna do here, Jones? Check this out. It's gonna be they're gonna limit the teams to 50 personnel in their respective hub cities. So a small number of staff will also be permitted in the event arenas. A comprehensive COVID-19 testing system will be put in place, and then phase 2 of the return to play plan is expected to begin in early June. Yeah. So what happens is there will the phase 4, which has no target date yet, will include the return of play with clubs facing off in 2 hub cities for round robins, qualifying rounds, and then the Stanley Cup playoffs. So now what that means, Jones, is round robin. You think, okay, round robin. What is fucking round robin? Everybody plays a game versus each other, and what they're doing now is they're going to have the top 4 seeds determined by points and percentage in the East. So that's how they're going to do it. So there's no wild card, none of that shit. That goes out the window. So now the top 12 teams from each conference would get into the playoffs now.
And how many teams are in each conference?
Each conference, there is 15 teams in each conference. So only 3 are not getting in.
In each conference don't make it?
Now, again, I will explain this to you because it makes sense like that because of how close the standings are. And if you have a team that is 1 point out of a standing and you're going to end the regular season, which they did, how is that fair to them? So this is what they're doing now.
It's COVID fair.
It's not
fair.
It's not. You're 100% right. But the show must go on, in the great words of the late great Freddie Mercury, and it is going to go on, and we are going to start getting back to normalcy little by little. But let's think about it from this perspective. Now, let me tell you how it's going to work. So you can tell me your thoughts about this once I tell you how it's going to work. So now you have the top 4 teams in the East are going to be the Boston Bruins, the Tampa Bay Lightning, the Washington Capitals, and the Philadelphia Flyers. The top 4 teams in the West would be the St. Louis Blues, the Colorado Avalanche, the Vegas Golden Knights, and the Dallas Stars. Now, those 8 teams will face off in a round robin in order to determine seeding for the first round. Now, here's what the play-in round of each conference would look like. So now what they're doing is now these guys are all going to play each other in a couple of games to see what seed they're going to start when the playoffs start. So now, the East matchups were going to be number 5, the Pittsburgh Penguins versus the Montreal Canadiens. Number 6, Carolina Hurricanes versus the number 11 New York Rangers. The number 7 New York Islanders versus the number 10 Florida Panthers. The number 8 Toronto Maple Leafs versus the number 9 Columbus Blue Jackets. So now of those 4 matchups, the winner of those matchups are going to play on and get in the spots to continue on with the format. So this is almost kind of like this, and what they're doing is it's going to be a best-of-5 series for this round. So these guys are going to have to play, right? Eliminate each other, play each other to find out who's going to get this spot is what I'm assuming. Again, there's no official word. We're just, giving a thought here.
Yeah.
So now if you realistically think about it, you're going to have to win 7 rounds if you're one of these teams to make it to the Stanley Cup.
That's a lot of rounds.
That's a lot of rounds. And even if you're cutting the games back short, unless these guys are sweeping on a best-of-5 series, it's the first one to win 3 games. You still got to play 3 best-of-5s before you get a chance to get in this final spot on the 8th spot, or however they're going to do this, and then move forward with this. You know what I'm saying? So I'm assuming that you're going to get 1, maybe 2 rounds out of these guys because of the 12 teams. Then you'll knock down 4, and then you'll start from an 8. So you're still... All right, so instead of winning 7 rounds to win a Stanley Cup, you got to win 6. I'm sorry. That's still a lot. You're still a lot. And if you take both of those games, if you went to maximum games on 4 rounds, that's 28 games. Then there's another 10 games if you took the other 2 rounds to a maximum of 5 games. That's 38 games, and they're going to play this through the summer. Like, that's a lot of games.
How long is this going to go on for? Like, when does the hockey season going to end?
Hockey season is going to probably end in, like, right around when football starts. If they're going to start this in July, this is going to probably be, like, and they're going to have to delay next season because, next season is supposed to start in the beginning of October.
Oh,
Yeah, they're going to have to do that. So now the thing is we let me just give the viewers, just in case they didn't know and they wanted to know the West, because we do have West Coast viewers, listeners, sorry. So number 5 matchup for you guys in the West. Yeah, what? No, always, because you know what it is I think we're, when we post it on the tube, like I was saying earlier, I think it's just, people watch it, you watch a video on YouTube, that's why I think that way. But, so in the West, guys, we're going to get the number 5 Edmonton Oilers, they're going to play the number 12 Chicago Blackhawks, the number 6 Nashville Predators, they're going to play the number 11 Arizona Coyotes, number 7 Vancouver Canucks, they're going to play the number 10 Minnesota Wild, and the number 8 Calgary Flames are going to play the number 9 Winnipeg Jets. So, it was also an announcement made that the league has not decided if the bracket format will be determined by the seeding following the opening round, but that's probably what they're kind of looking at there, and, we'll see what happens, when it all happens and unfolds, and I hope this can be done safely. So, soon. But now, this is the set for football, so this is really crucial. So, if you guys are football fans out there, understand this. This is going to basically set the tone to see if the NFL can come back and to see if we can play football this year. So if they can safely get these players, which they think they can, to be, playing games competitively against other teams, then there should be no reason why we don't see football in September.
Yeah.
But
it might be without fans in the stadiums.
If that's what has to be,
but
NFL is king.
Still be able to play.
Yeah, and we need the NFL. We do. Trust us. We need it for more reasons.
Still be able to watch it on the tube.
Still be able to watch on the tube, but everyone knows, and I don't got to go into it why you need the NFL, but you need the NFL for sanity.
Deacon needs the NFL for sanity.
He needs it for sanity. Fan of 2 teams. Go Chargers. Go Eagles. But, so, moving on with that one. We'll update you guys more when we hear more. I listened the other day on the radio. I was telling Jones about this. A Beatles countdown on the radio. It was from Memorial Day. It was the top 100 Beatles songs of all time. Number 1 song was Yesterday. I love that song, but I don't know if that really should be number 1. I feel that Hey Jude is probably the Beatles' best song. Not my favorite by them, but just, when the song was, written, there was a couple lines in there that John Lennon used that Paul McCartney was like, I don't know, and then it worked out, that the song is huge, and it's one of those...
But they did make a movie about Yesterday.
They did make a movie about it. I hope you guys check it out. It was pretty good. It was kind of corny when it came to, like, the acting and stuff, but it was pretty cool, the concept of it, but I did like a good point to bring that up, by the way. If I had to pick my favorite Beatles song of all time, I would probably say it's going to be Get Back or Let It Be, because just epic songs, and you got so much from the Beatles in a short span, and that's basically White Album. It's my favorite too. But Jones, our next topic on our show today, best song on the album Kill 'Em All. And I know you guys thought that you were going to get away without hearing a Metallica question today.
Oh, no. This is Metallica portion of every on every show.
That's it.
Metallica is a major part of Deacon's life and his tattoos.
Yeah.
The best song on Kill 'Em All, I would have to say that No Remorse is my best song on Kill 'Em All because it has just an epic musical introduction. And right now, especially, the message that it sends it really hits home right now, because every new day is a new death right now, and it's sometimes it's you don't want to hear songs that reverberate like that, but then sometimes you do. It makes you feel a little comforted.
Yeah, and as you guys know, as we mentioned on last week's show, why the album is called Kill 'Em All is because they wanted to name the album Metal Up Your Ass, and the producers wouldn't allow that, so that's why it's Kill 'Em All. Best song on Kill 'Em All. So tough. My favorite song on Kill 'Em All, because that's what we got to clarify sometimes. What is the best song and what is your favorite song?
Oh, yes, please.
My favorite song on the album is The Four Horsemen, track 2. Best song on the album, my opinion, Seek and Destroy. It's going to be one of your encores every time. And
is that why it's the best song?
It's the best
because it's in your.
I think like there's quite
the concert every time.
It's probably the best song off of that album, because out of all the songs on that album, if you play them, and they do play that in the shows, that one cranks everybody up the most. And it's like the crowd gets more into it. Yeah. Not because it's the any other reason. I just think that it is a good song lyrically, very heavy, and you get your different types of riffs and that's going on at the same time. And it's just, if you guys haven't heard it, Seek and Destroy, Kill 'Em All, just listen to the whole album. It's Metallica's first, so if you don't really get it, it's okay, because hey, they started off heavy. They still are heavy, but Kill 'Em All, I think, is just a little heavier. I think it starts it. I just think that if you're not into heavy, you're not gonna like it. But Jones, that'll bring us right into our Genius of the Week.
Who's our Genius of the Week this week, Deacon?
We don't have a name for him, but his name is Scooter Boy.
Scooter Boy.
We're calling him Scooter Boy. So Jones and I.
Scooter Boy.
Scooter Boy, yeah. Jones and I were on a mission the other day to get our producer some lunch, and we're on Sunrise Highway, and a gentleman cut us off in a scooter, no helmet, afro. I think he was wearing a headband.
No, he was wearing like a one of those hats that are really tight to your head.
Okay. Oh, a do-rag.
Like a knit hat.
Okay. Oh, okay. All right.
Like a white, cream-colored knit hat.
Yeah, which is weird. So the gentleman has no license plates on the scooter, cracked tail lights.
Yeah.
And he's going in and out of traffic at a high 60 to 70.
Speed. In
and out of traffic, ran a light, almost crashed into a pole. I'm going to give you the Genius of the Week there, Scooter Boy. Jones, when you saw this happening, when I said to you, I said, look at this fucking guy, what did you look at me like I was crazy, or
No, he's crazy, man. He's going to be, I would be surprised if he was still alive right now with the way that he was driving. There was a little more traffic than there has been lately because it was a holiday weekend. And yeah, the weather was nice, but first of all, you're not supposed to be driving that on the road with the vehicles. And second of all,
no plate either.
You have no protection. You're not wearing a helmet. You're not wearing
at least
a jacket.
Be safe.
You're not wearing anything.
Yeah, and he was wearing shorts too.
That is a scooter, dude. If that gets hit by a car, you're fucked. And no SICU is going to be able to save you. It's not going to happen.
Jones, why don't you tell the viewers about our Citizen of the Week, too?
Our Citizen of the Week this week is M Squared Delights. They're a local company that makes really delicious delights, desserts,
chocolate covered strawberries, any type of snacks, cookies you want, they deliver it to you. You always gotta they do contactless delivery, contact pickup. You can get a hold of these guys on Instagram at M Squared Delights. You can place an order through there, or get it on Facebook. You can go to M Squared Delights. They are a Citizen of the Week because, Jones, they've been donating multiple sweets, fresh. They're safe too. Everything is always safe, cleaned properly every night. But they've been donating to the food banks, and I wanted to give them a shout out because it's a really nice thing that they're doing. And I think we all, again, can still do our part. Still feedamerica.org on the food banks, Jones.
Definitely, and if everybody does just a little bit, then altogether we can do a lot.